Hi everyone, this is Tanya here with the Memory Lane Keepsakes, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for taking our time to join me for this fine Sunday. I am here to share my collaboration project with you guys. As you know, I am in a collaboration for the whole year of 2022 with some fabulous, wonderful ladies. This collaboration is called the hashtag 757 CWA and Company collab. This collaboration is hosted by one of my YouTube pals by the name of Dine, which is Dare to Be Creative. Also in this collaboration, we have Lisa, which is Miss Little Scrappy. We have Susan, which is Susie Q Crafter 21. Sheba, which is Sheba Finds. Lia, which is TLC Crafty Me. And Donna, she doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she is on Instagram as D_K_Kraus. And so I am here to share a project with you guys. For this month of June, I have created using my Cricut. All of us ladies have something really fabulous to share with you, and we hope that you definitely check us all out so that way you are inspired to create and pull out your Cricut. So today, this is my Cricut Play project for the month of June, and I'm so excited to share with you guys what I have created. So first up, I want to share the materials with you guys and share with you how I plan on using the project that I created. So one of the first things that I pulled out, of course, I use my Cricut machine. I have the Cricut Explore Air, and I absolutely love it. And one of the things that I love to use is the premium glossy permanent vinyl. This vinyl is the Black Noir. Now you can purchase this from any retailer, which is really great. I got mine from Hobby Lobby, and I go through this so fast. Right now in this tube I have scraps, but that's a great problem to have because that means I'm using my crafty stash. So I definitely plan on getting more because I use this quite often. Another item that I use faithfully is my Cricut transfer tape, and these sheets are wonderful because they have the grid marks on there, so that way you can cut it down to use the size that you need for your project. And another great thing about it, you can get multiple uses out of this transfer tape, so make sure that you definitely don't throw it away on your first time, depending on what your project may be. I would say you can get up anywhere between 5 maybe 10 uses per sheet that you cut up. And I absolutely adore this. It goes a long ways, so be great to your crafts because it'll be great to you. So also, what's awesome about this is I also was able to pull out some of my other favorite tools in my craft stash, which is my Craft Smart paint. I use this chalkboard paint here, which is the purple violet. Love this. And I also use my white paint, which is my Craft Smart, and it's time to get some more of that because this is pretty much almost gone. And then I also have this beautiful pale blue color that I chose to use in this project. So these are the paints that I have in my stash, and you can use pretty much any type of paint that you may have, which is really wonderful. Another great way to use different things in your crafty space. I also put out some of my crafty Cricut tools as well. So one of the tools that I pulled out was my Cricut spatula. This is an awesome tool to have right here to get some of those different vinyl pieces or paper pieces off of your Cricut mat. And of course I did use my Cricut mat. In addition to some of the other tools, I have my Cricut spatula tool right here. I also have my Cricut scoring tool right here, and most of the time these usually come with your Cricut machine when you purchase them. And then I also have my Cricut tweezers. That is also great to get those other pieces off of your Cricut mat. If they get stuck, you can use those, the paper piece and different things of that nature. And then I also have my Cricut tool right here, which is also great to help me with some of those different materials to remove from my mat. And some of the other items that I chose to pull out this go round was the self-adhesive hooks that I purchased from Dollar Tree. So I had 2 packs of these, and I'm down to this pack right here now. These are really great for different projects that you use, and it comes in 12 pieces here, and it holds up to 1 pound. I also pulled out my book rings. These are the miniature 1-inch book rings. It's 10 pieces. It's by Jot. You can also purchase these from Dollar Tree as well. And they look like this, so you can see them outside of the packet. And they do come in, I noticed they come in 3 different sizes, but the size I'm using today is 1 inch. And then I also pulled some of my embroidery thread. I pulled some of this right here, but you can also use other thread, for example, like your yarn, or even some of your other different twines and different things you may have in your stash for this project. So now let's go ahead and jump right on into what I created. So I love to create things with a purpose. Things that I'm definitely going to be able to use, things I'm definitely going to be able to gift, and things that I'm definitely going to be able to sell. That's some of the things and factors that I use when anytime I'm creating here in my craft space. So one of the things that I created that I'm so excited about is something I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. I decided to customize and make one of my own signs for my craft space. So I bought and purchased this wood sign right here. As you can see, it came plain. These signs right here are not $1 from Dollar Tree. They are actually $3. They do have a smaller version of this that is actually $1, but this one here was $3. So I got that, and it also came with the twine already on the back, which was really great. And so what I did was I decided to personalize it by using my Cricut and some paint from my craft stash. And this is what we have here. This is one of my first projects that I made, and I'm really happy about it. What I've done here is I designed the word Cricut tools, which was pretty easy to do in my Cricut design space. I pretty much did that, and then I went ahead and weeded that out. And then I also have two little Cricut images at the top here, and they are so adorable. Now these little Cricut images were a little hard to work with because the smaller you go, the more detailed they are, and sometimes it may make harder for a project, but this is the size that I needed, and I'm really happy with the outcome of how everything looks. You can also see that one is where you can see inside of it, and this one right here is pretty much solid, so you had an option to choose which one you wanted. I love the fact that this Cricut one right here is holding the heart, pretty much kind of saying I love Cricut tools, and this one here is holding a miniature Cricut Joy Cricut machine, which is absolutely adorable. So I absolutely love the way that turned out. On the bottom here you can see where I've added the hooks, and I've adhered them at the bottom here. I did about 5 hooks there, and I want to share with you what the tools look like in just a moment, but I also made 2 additional other signs using those paint colors. So this is the first one right here in the white, and I love that. That's one of my favorite ones there. I also made a similar to the white one in this beautiful purple color here. Love the way this turned out, and you can see that I pretty much stuck with the same design there, and just to hold up both of them so you can get a general idea of what they look like. This is what both of the signs look like when they're together, and I am very pleased. It wasn't a hard project to create. It did take a little time to basically weed the wording. The wording was pretty simple, but doing the images, like I mentioned, it took a little time. So patience and dedication is what you need for this project. And then last but not least, I also created this one right here, which is this beautiful blue one here. And you can see how I changed it up a little bit by adding the little Cricut images to the side here. So I wanted to change it up, and just to compare the purple one and the blue one, you can see how different they look and how similar they are at the same time. Now I want to share with you how you can hang your tools. Now if you try to hang them up without any type of hooking, it's not going to work as you see. So I'm trying to put this on here and it's not working, and I did want to share that with you. So some tricks of the trade to do that. What you can do to work with this space is get creative. That's why I had pulled the book rings. Now with the book rings, you can go ahead and you can add that to the little hook open area here of your Cricut tools, and you can just pop those right on and it hangs just like that, which is really phenomenal. And I'll go ahead and do the ones that I already have the book rings on. But let's just say that you don't have any book rings on hand, and that's fine and dandy. If you don't have any book rings on hand, you can also use your embroidery thread or some twine. So I just tied a little piece there, and then we have that there. So you can see how they all hang. I actually like the look of the book rings a whole lot better, but you want to use what you already have in your stash. And I think this made great for a project, and I'm really pleased and happy with the outcome. And so these are the tools hanging up right here, which is phenomenal. And that's pretty much what my project looks like. And so I just want to show that little tip on how you can hang those Cricut tools if you were wondering. And so I'm definitely going to be using this in my craft space. And if you are interested in me making one for you, please let me know. My email information is down below. I also have an Instagram page, which is Memory Lane Keepsakes 2017. Feel free to definitely contact me over there as well and see what I'm about. I love to share my finished projects with you all. Or you can just make your own. And this was so much fun. And as I mentioned, I have a lot of other wonderful creators that's part of this collab. And Dawn being the host, she is fabulous, as well as all the other creators. Don't miss out on what they share, guys. I hope you are inspired to create along with us, and definitely get some inspiration so that way you can create on your own time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget we post every last Sunday of the month at 1 p.m. And you guys have a fabulous day. Blessings. Bye-bye.